Tua Tagovailoa and the Los Angeles Chargers, taking on Joe Burrow and the Carolina Panthers.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, an early season tilt. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the second quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And that is incomplete here. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Catch made here by Campbell. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They go with Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play. First down, Carolina.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 23.
Play action. It's Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete to number 80.
Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
It's a gain of 5.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by Jackson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Brings up third.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen to Larry. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Complete.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 21 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Akins there, complete.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
And Burrow going to throw again. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
By Daniil Hunter. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets to him again. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Chargers 0.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Carolina.
Now Burrow on first down. It's complete. James White. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Chargers.
A quick pass here to Godwin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Chris Godwin.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Jacobs.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right? Although
I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa and the offense heading back out. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Tua. Quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion. Force an incompletion and force another punt. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions. Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
A 7-yard.
Here's Burrow.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier. The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
on 2nd down. Burrow. And this is Cook with a grab.
Burrow's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Carolina.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it is now 21-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. This scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Covered by Dante Jackson.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
The 34-yard
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 and a throw again. That one into the hands of Laird. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Ficken's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
42. Chargers 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Ball at the 26, second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Panther first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Loss of a yard.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging it. And it's a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's good.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. That one complete. He finds Shark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Upon a 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
That's good.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jackson, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back, a pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They run again with Jackson. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Ashton Davis on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. First down, Carolina.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's complete. James White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Now White lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start here with Jackson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll run again with Jackson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
No
scrimmage.
gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Incomplete.
Coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
At their own 20.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Panthers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
That's the end.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Jacobs again, the ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Malik Harrison
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
42, Chargers 3.
Los Angeles.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Shark's got it left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Patrick Laird, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
A try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talk about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team. And he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Tua. He'll drop this off to Laird. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
To Patrick Laird. A pickup of 13 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
The Panthers take over 1st down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's tackled.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The ball carrier.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Chargers 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tua now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the 29.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And that is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On second down, it's White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good mood.
They'll be trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy.
At the 31-yard line.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And they're going to set up in the red zone at the 15. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.